I haven't trained for a couple of days through work, sorting things out, etc., etc., etc. I should say no excuses, no days off, but I had a couple of days off. But with those days off, the way I see it is that when I come back to training now, I'm going to do an all-over body program. So I'm going to account for the days that I've missed off. So if you do miss off any days, which happens because if you work for yourself, if you're an entrepreneur, sometimes you've got meetings, sometimes you've got this, sometimes you've got that, sometimes you've got to fly, etc., etc., etc. For me, it's like I'm going to now make up for the days that I've lost, or at least try and make up for the days that I've lost. And I'm going to work out a little bit longer, but it doesn't mean to say that I'm going to do a massive weights program. I could do light weights, loads and loads of reps, just to kind of get everything back moving again. So what I'm going to generally do now is start off with a little bit of a stretch. Okay, so I haven't stretched for a long time, but I feel like because I've been off for a couple of days, it would just be nice to just have that stretch, just to loosen everything up again. I will be doing walking, as I normally do. I may do a little bit of sprinting, 500 meters on the rower, as I've been kind of consistently doing that. And then I'm going to do loads of other different weights. But what I'm going to try and focus on is bodyweight exercises. Now, I normally do this outside, but I'm going to do it in here. But I'm going to focus on bodyweight exercises. So this is a program that you can actually use, or a system that you can actually use just at home. You could do half of what I do, take half an hour, 45 minutes, and you could do half of what I do. You could start off, because you might not want to work as intensely as I'm going to work, but I'm going to work fairly intensely. I'm going to work on chest, I'm going to do a little bit of legs, I'm going to do a little bit of squats, I'm going to do back, I'm going to do arms, and I'm going to do shoulders. Okay, so I'm going to do everything all the way from my toes, calf muscles, actually calf muscles, I've got to remember those. On there, I'm going to do some calf muscles, I'm going to do basically pretty much everything. But what I am going to actually do is start off with a little bit of a stretch, okay? Just having a little warm up of your body beforehand, having all your muscles, preparing yourself that you're going to work out. Now, I don't necessarily have a super deep stretch, cold. I normally wait until my body is fully warm so I can have a little bit of a deeper stretch, because everything's quite tight now. Everything's quite tight now, it's not super loose. So I want to wait until I'm super loose, super warm, so I can get a full stretch. Okay. Cats. So sinking my back in and then pushing it all the way back out. This is actually really good for your lower back. And then taking one hand across and then just stretching your back. Nice and gently, nothing has to be like full on, but nice and gently. And again, and again, through the other side. And again, through the other side. That feels really nice actually, not very nice. Going back to normal position. Okay. And then up again. Zinc hips down. But you can do that a couple of times, you know, just to go for it. It's a really nice stretch. When you feel it, when you actually do it properly, it's actually a really nice stretch. So, just here. Now I know this is how I'm sitting, so I'm quite tight at the moment. I can feel tightness off my legs. But once I loosen up, then you'll be able to see it. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to go into a point where I feel tension, and I'm just going to just hold it there for around about 10 seconds until it becomes nice and easy. You can feel it kind of stretching slowly. Then I can go down just a little bit more and just hold it again. For around about 10 seconds, and then go down again. You can see it slowly from where I first started, going further down. And what I'll do is I'll show you once I'm loose, because I can grab my feet and run out a bit. And then just basically hold 10 seconds until the tension might feel tight, but then the tension will generally loosen up. Your muscles are stretchy, they'll always stretch, okay? So you have to go further down, just hold it in that tense position, no balancing or anything else like that, just hold it in that tense position where it feels slightly uncomfortable, and then like let it relax, because it will stretch, muscles will stretch, as you can see mine are, and this is becoming so much more easier. Okay, and then I'll leave that one there, walk myself back up again. Let's go to here. Put myself in reverse arch position. Hips to the sky. 30 seconds, and then down again, and up again. You should be able to go a little bit further. And my inner hip. And just let it back. Sit again. I'm going to do this a slightly different way. Okay, so where we've gone from here, we're going to go back to here, sit down. Should be able to deep the air for some time. Just repeat this about 3 times. Should be enough just before you actually go do your workout. Just make everything just a little bit looser, you know? Okay. And the same with the other leg. So I've already done it once. So also I like to give my hip flexors a little bit of a workout as well. So I'm sitting here, okay, palms on the floor. I mean, kind of like a square position, it's awkward to say, but kind of like a square position. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move my hands slightly forward, okay, and then I'm going to just drop my hips down. I'm going to turn my chest out and head towards the ceiling, but not actually, there's a space, as you can see, between my hips and the floor. Okay, and I'm going to stretch them up just like that. And then I'm going to turn one hip in. This is something that we used to do kickboxing as well. And the other way around, stretch off those hip flexors. Okay, then back. Okay, again, and then up and then forward, and the same thing exactly again. So hips down, twist one in, and then twist the other one in. Back. Again, I'm repeating this about 3 times. So, down, twist in, the other twist in, and then back. Okay, so that was a 20 minutes on cross trainer, level 10, gradient, I think it was 14 or 15, because I wanted to give an uphill, example. That for itself you can do for yourself, so it's not up to what you feel comfortable with. If you start off on the level and you feel that you want to push yourself a little bit more, get a good sweat on, then increase the level, but keep the consistency all the way through. So if you're going to do 20 minutes, you're going to do half an hour. Try and keep that consistency and then move it up a little bit. If it becomes, it's down to yourself. So the idea is to kind of move the levels up, so you're pushing yourself just a little bit more, but keeping the flow, so you're keeping the kind of consistency in what you're doing, keeping the pace, and then all you're doing from there is moving up the level, but you're keeping the pace. So it's getting a little bit harder, but you're keeping that consistent pace all the way through. Okay, so now I'm going to go into some bodyweight exercises, and I'm going to do as many bodyweight exercises, chest, etc. Now, so I've done stretching. Oh, I'm going to do a little bit of stretching first to see how from the beginning to it is now. So I'm going to go back to stretching and see, because now my body's warm. So let's just see how far I can get down from now once I'm. So mainly it's the floor exercises, my hamstrings, my hips, that I want to go back through and basically just sit. There should be more movement because I've got warm, my whole body's warm, I've got a good sweat. So let's just see where we get to. That's much better already. No wider here. I can stretch more on my hip flexors. wide stretch. It doesn't mean to say that it's easy, because I can go wider. Like I want a deeper stretch, so I'm getting a deeper stretch now. So we move back to the hammies. We're going to sit down, just do the hammies. Possibly much back stretch. Last one. There we go. So that was a bit better of a, more of a deeper one on that one. So now I'm going to go into some proper floor exercise. I'm just going to move this down just a little bit, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some more push-ups and pipe push-ups. Just 5 sets, nice and easy, but they're going to be done. So that's Alex in the background. Lifting a super lightweight and making it out to this area. So 3 different styles of push-ups. I'm going to go wide, shoulder width, and go inside. We'll start off with wide. Simple 20. Nice and easy. Shoulder width. So now we're going to go into some elevated push-ups. So I'm going to put my feet just back here and do some push-ups that way. Okay, move this up just a little bit, just so you can see. So those ones are normal. You see my face here. Those ones are normal. And we're going to go into some pike. So I'm going to do 5 sets of elevated and pike. But just 5 sets in total. Some pike, some elevated, probably 2 or 3 of each, whatever. Probably do 6 sets. So 3 of each. Okay. Okay guys, so what you saw with that exercise there, it's not only for the abs, it's mainly for the core. So what I'm doing is stabilising the core. So as I come to the centre, I'm stabilising the core, holding it for 1 second, bringing it out to as far as I can, to the other side, holding it for 1 second, and then releasing it back to the centre, stabilising it for 1 second, and then all the way slow back. But no, there's no let up on it, it's continuous flow all the way through. Okay, so 10 one side, 10 the other side, you can do 20 one side, 20 the other side, depending on obviously the resistance band. I'm gonna go for a slightly heavier resistance band, so I'm gonna make it a little bit harder for myself. So, yeah, let's get on with it. So you know the routine, get on with it. It's really good for the abs as well. Like I say, most of these routines that you've seen that I can do, like if you wanted to do the cross train or whatever, blah, blah, you can go home, the row, if you haven't got a row at home, you can just generally just go for a run, go for an uphill walk. That's your cardio that you can do. So you can do any of these exercises at home. What are these push-ups is there? You can do push-ups off the sofa, off whatever you want to do. Do you know what I mean? So whatever, like normal push-ups, raised push-ups, pike push-ups, again, you can do these all at home. You can get some resistance bands from Amazon, from wherever you live, it doesn't really make a difference. You can get some from your local store, get resistance bands, and you can do this, put it onto something that's basically solid door handles or like somewhere outside in your garden, just somewhere solid. When you use a solid ball, you can do exactly these same exercises. So I'm gonna get on with it and stop talking.
So obviously, the heavier you go up in resistance bands, that obviously harder it makes it. That was quite hard because I think I've chosen the heaviest resistance band on there, and you can really feel the difference from the first one I showed. So carry on, get on with it, let's go. Okay, one thing I forgot to mention was it's important to get your foundation, your base, absolutely 100% solid. So when you locked in, you've locked in on that band, bend your knees, hold your form, pretty much shoulder width or just outside of shoulder width. Bend your knees, sit down, like and hold that there because it's stabilizing your whole body. So it's stabilizing your legs, stabilizing your core, or stabilizing your core so you can really concentrate on or focus on that core. And then obviously giving your legs a little bit of a workout because you're in that kind of half, not even half, quarter squat position, and you're basically holding it. So really solid foundation, really kind of target for your core and your abs, and then basically just hold that position. Hold that position whatever you do. Don't lean forward, don't straighten your legs up because you put strain on your back. Hold that position there, hold the core, twist it through from here, twist it through, okay? Keeping feet facing forward and nice foundation from here, okay? Again, another thing as well, when you saw me there, you saw me moving out a little bit further, which puts more tension on the resistance band, so it's not kind of slack. So what I've done, I've pulled it out a little bit, so I've already got tension on it. So when I'm there, it makes it that little bit harder. So this might go from 20 kilos to 25 kilos to 30 kilos, depending on how far you move out, depending on how hard you wanted to make it for yourself. Okay, that's just one other point as well. So I'm gonna get back on it and do the other side. So what I'm going to do is mix it up a little bit, and I'm going to do a fast band session. So I'm going to go as fast as I can on a heavy one, just do a few more reps. Right, so I'm kind of mixing it up a little bit. So I've done the solid ones where I'm holding the core, and I'm going to go for the speed ones, still keeping a solid base, and just twisting all the way through. Okay, so that's my next one. Okay, let's go, let's do this. Heavy band as well. Side, but before I do the other side, that's also good for your developing the speed of your hook. So if you're throwing a hook, it's super helpful for developing the speed of the hook and holding the core. Hold the core when you actually throw that hook as well. So really good for if you're doing kickboxing, boxing, Muay Thai, whatever. That holds your core. Absolutely, that holds your core and it helps to give you a faster hook, a stronger hook, more explosive hook. Okay? Feel it. I'm going to do another set of those, and that's my 5 done. And then we'll do some pull-ups, really nice, slow, really intense kind of pull-ups. Then we'll do some squats and then we're done. So me being me, okay. I've done 10 of the holds, I've done 20 of these on the last one. Last one I'm going to go until I literally can't go anymore. So in my head I'm going to try and do 50 on one side and 50 on the other side. So but let's see if I get to 50 on these, the heaviest band as well. 50 one side, 50 the other side. Let's just see how we go. And like I say, I move out a little bit more, so there's more tension on the band, there's more stretch on the band, which makes it actually harder to actually go there. So let's go. I do the number I say I'm going to do. Okay, so I don't know if we got the last little bit, but I was just basically talking about exercises that you can do in here, or having no excuse of where you do these exercises, whether you do them in the gym, whether you do them at home, or if you do them in a park. It doesn't really make a difference. If it's warm outside, go outside, do them. But even if it's like not warm, but like a nice temperature, you can do them in a park. You can do them basically anywhere. Okay, so there's no excuses to do these exercises. No excuses for these exercises to be executed properly. And you don't need to do many. Okay, as long as you do them properly, you can do them in sets of 10. You can do them in sets of 20. Whatever you feel. Start off, even if you want to start off in sets of 5, and then work your way up to 8, and then 10, and then 12, and then so on and so forth. You can do. Okay, but 10 reps done, executed exactly right, done properly, is better than 20 reps done shit. Okay, so I have my friend here, Alex, is also a PT. He's been in the gym. I know I've been talking, but he's been very, very silent. He was about to make some noise, but he's been very, very silent over there in the corner doing his own thing. He's actually working out as well.
So I was here in the gym, but he came before me. I seen him doing the cardio part, which is very good for your heart health, but it's also very good if you want to burn body fat. And after this, he did his passion, which is body weight exercises. And he's very good at this. It's not only his passion, but you know, guys, when you are after 40, you need to use your body weight more than weights. It doesn't mean that you should avoid weights, even if Nigel is 50 and he looks like 30. Just saying, you know, maybe he has some secrets. So you need to follow him and to understand that his techniques, and also in terms of nutrition and lifestyle in general, he has a very good mindset on it. He doesn't swallow pills, just saying. Yeah, so he avoids the plastic. I understand that, it's fine. So yeah, in terms of knowledge, he's the guy to follow.
Thank you very much, my bro.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. Also, with that, if any of you guys watching and you're in the real world, remember Alex's courses, we like give each other props because we're exactly the same, but we're a little bit different. Yeah, he's got more knowledge of your nutrition, your body, what's right for your body, and like he has vast amounts of knowledge within like gut health, just general health, etc. I'm more of a practical person. I like hands-on. Okay, so we're both pretty much exactly the same, but slightly a little bit different. But in his, you know, you can go to his Iron Body program, which we had a podcast about last week. You can go to his Calisthenics program, health and nutrition. You've got everything in there. So if you guys are watching and you're in the real world, or if you haven't joined the real world, join the real world, because it's not just about obviously the courses that you learn about making money, getting yourself out of the matrix. It's also about your mindset. It's also about training. It's also about being healthy. It's also about being strong. Okay, so that is all available to you within the real world. Okay, so enough waffling on. I'm going to do my pull-ups here because, like I say, this hasn't got a pull-up bar in here. But again, no excuses not to do pull-ups. Just put the weight to the top and then just do some nice engaging pull-ups. So here we go. Okay, I start off wide there. I'm gonna do wide, shoulder width, and close, and then wide, shoulder width, and move out again. That's my 5 done, okay? Again, 10's enough, but 10 done really, really well is better than 20 done super shit. Okay, let's go. Halfway through that, I remembered that I was looking at the way people hold their press-ups. So get your chest up, engage your core, things that you've got to remember when you do pull-ups. So you focus solely on your back. So engage your core, chest up, get your chin above the bar. Yeah, so fully engages your back. So I'm gonna change to pronounce grip, so it's the inside, and rather than doing pull-ups, I'm going to do chin-ups, okay? So I engage in my bicep as well, on knees. So basically all of this is done, all of the exercises that I've done is my upper body, even down to doing the pike push-ups, which engages my shoulders as well, and it engages my back as well. I could really, really feel it. So this session for me has actually been awesome. Again, if you do the same thing, exactly the same form as I did, pushing yourself like I did, you'll feel, I can feel my back, I can feel like my shoulders, I feel good, I feel solid. So yeah, so I'm just gonna get into it rather than talking. I normally do like 5 sets, but I'm gonna do one more because I want to, and do another chin up, one more chin up, close grip, and then that'll be my sets on those. That's all I need. Done. Okay, last exercises for today. So this is the last one I'm gonna do, which is legs. Just 5 sets. You can have a, well, I'm gonna show you different ways of how to do it. Okay, but for me, it's just about getting the reps out. I've had a fantastic all over body workout today. So from the little bit of cardio to kind of increasing my heart rate, heart health, as Alex said. From the rower to the cross trainer, I wanted to go on a runner, but doing the cross trainer was just as good. And it was nice because I haven't done it for a long time. Then having a stretch, which I haven't done for a long time, which is also very, very good. And then all of the exercises that I've done have been bodyweight exercises, and I feel fantastic. You know, I feel more pumped than I would do, or around about the same as I would do if I'd done weights. Remember guys, when you're doing bodyweight exercises, you're lifting your body, or a good percentage of your body, whether it be 50%, 40%, 60%, depending on what you're doing, because with the raised push-ups, elevated push-ups, okay, you're putting more weight, you're putting more of your body weight onto there, so you're like 60-70% of your body weight on there. So if you weigh yourself and you're, I don't know, 80 kilograms or 50 kilograms or 70 kilograms, whatever you are, take 10%, 20% off of that. Elevate push-ups, that's what you lifted. Normal push-ups, probably around about 50%. So it's like doing bench press 30 kilograms all the time, maybe a little bit more. If you lean over your hands a little bit more, then you'll get a little bit more out of it. Pull-ups, well, we all know with pull-ups you're lifting your body weight. Okay, you're lifting your body weight very, very well. And then obviously you've got your core, which is a stabilizer for your whole body. So when you actually do come to lift weights, your core will work, your core will stabilize. That's how I'm able to lift 615 kilograms off these little skinny, pinny legs. Okay, so let's just finish off now with the squats. So again, if you haven't got a bag, if you're at home, sorry, if you're in the gym, pick a weight that you're comfortable with. If you're at home, get a rucksack, fill the rucksack up with whatever you want to fill it up with, and work. But if you're just in a park and you've got nothing to play, if you've got kids, pick up your kid and do squats with your kid. If you've got a small kid, obviously not a big kid, but if you've got a small kid, little baby, or toddler, whatever, make it fun for them. Stick them on your back, they probably weigh like 20-30 kilograms, put them on your back, and then off you go. If you haven't, then just do your normal body weight. So I'll do one set of body weight first. I'm going to go wide, middle, close, then exactly the same, and then I'm going to introduce some weight. So, watch myself in the mirror. Okay, you don't need to do sets of 20, you can do sets of 10, whatever you want to do. Just do, reps of 20. You don't need to do 5 sets of 20 reps, you can do 5 sets of 10 reps. Okay, so again, it's entirely up to you. You can introduce right, introduce a little weight here. Again, using the method I'm using, the wide, the close, the inside squats, uses different parts of your legs as well. So from the inside to the top parts of your quads, outside bum, glutes, everything else. Okay, so shoulder width, all the way up there, however you want to hold it. We're going to go to the inside now, okay? It's all well and good me telling you guys how to do things properly, but I need to check that my form is absolutely correct and that if you're going to follow what I'm doing, it's done in the correct way. Okay, I said I'm going to show a couple of different ones. Sorry, I said I'm going to show a couple of different ones. So the way you can hold, because you can hold it up here, you can hold it down here. This next one I'm just going to hold it down here, and do 20, I'm going to do 20 wide, and then we'll do the last one, and then we're done. Again, like I say, you don't have to do 20, you can choose a 10, but make sure your 10 are really, really good. Okay, one more set, and then we're done. Okay, so this is the last one. Again, a different way. This increases the load on your legs. So I've gone from 16 just to show you to 20, and now 36. Okay, so you're increasing the load on the legs by holding 2 weights in it. Again, it's a different way of how to hold the weights if you're in the gym. Again, if you're at home, just increase your whatever you've got, throw some stuff into your backpack and just increase that. Let's get this done. So, that's it. So, turn this properly. So, that's it, that concludes. For me, like doing that is an awesome training session. Now, you don't need to do that full body workout, like all the time in that intensity. You can pick exercises like the push-ups or the cardio and the push-ups. Cardio push-up abs. You can do the back, the abs, the cardio. You can do the squats. You can mix it to whatever day you want to. If you want to train every single day, take your time, do the push-ups, take your time, do the pull-ups, take your time, do the squats, take your time, do the abs. Do you mean that's 4 already? Okay, and then your cardio on top of that. Do you know what I mean? And then you can do a little bit of everything. Maybe just do some pike, maybe just do a couple of push-ups, mix it up, all the way through the week, okay? And that will help you to get an all-rounded kind of body workout, so to speak. You know, I've done the cross trainer, which is good for the body as well. Again, if you don't get to the gym, if you get to the gym, you can do that. I've done a rowing machine. Again, a rowing machine, for me, always 500 meters under 2 minutes. Always, 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 always. That's about it. Even if I'm taking it easy, that 2 minute mark, that 500 meters, got to be done. Excuse me. Stretching, I forgot about the stretching. Super important as well to keep your body supple, allow that movement, allow the muscles to stretch and then repair, because then you'll get a nicer frame. So yeah, I hope that's just been good for you. Hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you use it. Okay, so I'm doing this for people that want to exercise but don't like going to the gym, don't necessarily have the motivation. You can follow any one of these steps that I've actually given you through and you'll feel the differences. Back, chest, shoulders, legs, abs, you'll feel the difference. I guarantee you'll feel the difference, okay? I'm gonna be doing more like this, where I'm gonna talk you through the exercise that I do. If I break it down and I just do chest, you'll see me do 3 different exercises, sets, reps on the chest. Again, same with the back, same with my shoulders, same with my abs. It's just that obviously I hadn't trained for a couple of days because I had to work, so I needed a long session. This session has now been probably about 2.5 hours. Doesn't feel like it to me. I've really, really enjoyed it. So hope you've enjoyed it too. See you on the next one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe is the main thing. If you like this, you want to see more, I want to see comments in there. I want to see that you're interacting on there. So hit that subscribe button, hit a comment, and I'll see you on the next one. Okay? Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate it. Take care.